Taurus, your June reading. Let's get into it before pulling more cards. The key of the month seems to be communication and the conversations you have. They're very important. You may find yourself dealing with contracts, new people, new energies coming through that you need to talk to, that you need to be formal with on almost. They could be new clients coming through, you could be a teacher or a student, and more people are coming in to help you along the way. Goals are important this month, and you have some work to do in June. Basically, you're starting out with something sort of fresh. You could be taking a course, you could be learning something new, a new skill at work, or upgrading your own personal skill set, and that could be how you relate to others. But there's important work for you to be done in June so that this really can get underway as you enter July, basically. Then you'll be in Eight of Pentacles energy. Before getting to this flow of work and very transformational work for you, the work you're doing now and the projects that you're beginning to speak about and start to envision for yourself, they're coming to fruition later in the month. And before getting there, you just need to acquire some more information and skills. That's all, because once you undertake the bulk of this mission, or really start to see your goal coming to a close fruition, there'll be no stopping you then. It'll be changed for you. So there's something going on. We're going to pull some more cards, but at the bottom of the deck, I see the World card telling me that there's an important goal, and it's like something you're craving here, but it seems far away still. It's just something to do with the timing. And there's something else coming up for you about an uncertainty around family and friends, chosen family or biological family, people that are some way part of where you're coming from, your past, where you've been. There is uncertainty around that area of your life, and maybe there has been for some time, and maybe as that issue starts to heal itself, you get closer and closer to your World card goal, which is almost like having, all right, well, it's not a circle around this person for sure, but it's something that you have attained, like full circle I'm hearing, or I think of a circle, even though it's an oval. I'm thinking of, I've seen the world having a circle on it in some decks too. You know, it's like, is all of my circle balanced? Am I like falling short of the mark with my career and then taking off in terms of my spirituality or something like that? It could be about you finding a greater balance. Let's start pulling cards and seeing what's going on. So you've recently had a very important conversation, or some information has been shared with you. This is looking like something on the web. You may have had a great response to your website, or some more influx of clients or other people hitting you up and needing to talk to you and needing your response has come through with a greater influx. But it's also given you loads of ideas recently, Taurus. So you're full to the brim of ideas entering June. What's that all been like? What have your ideas been bringing up for you? Maybe you have recently, with these two communicating cards, like made a lot of breakthroughs in terms of communication. The Magician and the Queen of Wands. You're striving to go out in your own direction, I think, in some level, and you've been ready to do this, and it seems like you've done it now. Yes, you have recognized those magician skills that are unique to you, and that maybe you have been hiding away for far too long, Taurus. So the Queen of Wands energy, I hope you've been in this energy recently. I love it. This is where the magic happens. This person can make anything happen and can manage anything that comes their way. So this tells me that that's what you've been doing. You've been handling. Maybe they have been curveballs. Maybe Two of Pentacles, they've thrown you for a loop and you didn't see it coming, but you've managed it, you've handled it. This could have come up for work. Hey Taurus, we need you to work double tomorrow, and you're like, I have to juggle so much. But you've just proven to yourself, and most importantly yourself, but also to other people, how capable you are, how important and valuable you are. Like, you're really needed in the work you're doing or the missions that you have, and if you're needed at home, if you're needed in your relationship, you're coming up trumps. I did have a couple of cards so far indicating communication, but I also see like some sort of a maturity, and maybe you've very literally recently been like matured in your position. You've gotten a promotion or something like that, but somebody's recently contacted you being like, I need you. It has to be you. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's go deeper. So you've been embodying Queen of Wands energy. If anything, that just looks like more confidence in yourself. You're embodying your beauty, your magneticism, your power. The Queen of Wands. How has that been for you, Taurus? King of Pentacles. Hell yeah, that's you, Taurus. Fixed earth, baby. You have been embodying you, and it's like this maturing. We've got the page to the queen to the king. Not in a higher, like any sort of a hierarchy. It's just a maturing energy in the tarot. So the king is the ultimate manifestation of the element. So pentacle element, earthiness, security, physical security. You're creating that for yourself recently, and you're untouchable in your vision. Like, no one's going to steer you from this attainment. And for some of you, you've gotten a really big boost recently in terms of finances, or at least there have been recent opportunities coming by way of like an email or like some sort of a correspondence you're in, but there's stuff in the works. So you at least have hopefully achieved some of this already, King of Pentacles, and you're kind of going into June in a more secure financial, in terms of your finances or in terms of the position you're in. And if not, there's opportunities there, and you're like, okay, I may not have that paycheck today, but it's in sight and it's going to be coming to me, and you're in an abundant mindset. Whereas you're like, no, I know I can be successful. It's obvious, and I'm getting for you that you have been getting so much positive reinforcement around that recently. So that's hopefully done wonders for your self-esteem. Huge cards for self-esteem, self-confidence, belief in yourself. So let's have a look at the Page of Pentacles. What is Taurus learning this month? It seems like you have necessary learning to do and upgrading of your skills and your knowledge and your know-how. The Knight of Pentacles, we're seeing more evolution there and more of a journeying up, an upgrade, a maturing, a growing up for you this month. So you're going to be having to take on more responsibility with your newfound wisdom. So you gain some knowledge, now you have to share it. It's your spiritual duty, Taurus. But you may be passing on some wisdom. You may be showing other people a way forward. You may be helping people navigate their circumstances this month. You may be just learning and applying that knowledge, and it's not all going to be exciting. Four of Cups and the Four of Wands. Some of it might even be boring. Some of it might not be exactly what you had signed up for. It's not exactly what you thought it was going to be. Some of it is very necessary. You understand the Four of Wands may be both boring and necessary, or the Four of Wands is saying like some of it is attractive to you. Like some of it you actually really find yourself enjoying this work, enjoying what this is building for you. So you're on a journey of discovery this month. So you're keeping your mind open to communication, to new perspectives, and how all of these nuggets of wisdom and pieces of information you're collecting on your journey, how they're all kind of, part of what you're meant to be learning right now. So let's have a look at where you're going this month, Taurus. It seems like some of you may be taking a trip, and it's kind of a little bit laborious. Some of you may be taking a long drive or a bigger commute this month. Where are you going? King of Cups. Looks like you're dealing with a lot of people this month, with love and relationships and like more romantic kind of a sense in this month. Two of Cups and the King of Cups is promising to tell me that romantic relationships may take more of a feature for you this month, but in a very growth oriented way. The Three of Pentacles, maybe you include the person you're dating or interested in with your circle of friends. Maybe you bring your spouse or your significant other to a work engagement or some sort of a team award ceremony, and you have a great time. But overall, it looks like love and relationships are thriving this month for you, Taurus, if that's something you're interested in. But the King of Cups could just be coming up as another important person that you're yet to meet in the month of June. It could be a time where new and significant partnerships emerge, and maybe you get some very helpful advice from a professional that's really going to clear up a lot of stress for you. So as you can see, so far it's all been court cards. The only non-court that's technically out here is the 8 of Pentacles. So all the people you meet this month, all the exchanges you have, those emails, those texts, those phone calls, those bump-ins on the street, the people that your neighbors that you call into, all important, all integral. I see 6 people here, could be more, maybe party of 6, or 6 of you are doing something. I see harmony between the people in your life. There is nothing here that's telling me you're going to have an issue this month communicating with others or relating to others. In fact, it looks growth oriented and like important that you learn how to communicate for whatever's next, for whatever lies ahead. Let's have a look at a card for maybe what you need to know about June in terms of, could be a highlight or something that is important. Like, what is June all about for you, Taurus? June 2022. The Hierophant, beautiful, your major arcana card. So this is telling me it's all about you, baby. No, aside from that, it's the wisdom. It's all about the knowledge. It's about the talking, the communication, the answers, the questions, the listening, the talking, This is what it's all about. And you are gaining so much wisdom. Like, you're going to be soaked with wisdom. So absorb it all and you're going to have to share it. So really the biggest takeaway for me is your knowledge and your wisdom and communication. It's very 3rd house, 9th housey to me, whatever's going on for you this month, if that makes sense astrologically. If not, don't worry about it. The Hierophant card tells me you're embodying a very authentic, strong, and very represented self forward this month, putting yourself out there. You have wisdom and knowledge to share. We talked about values coming up. It was a little glimpse at the bottom of the deck earlier. I think it was the World, the 6 of Cups, and the Moon card. That was the values that are confusing your Mercury around you and your family, or you and your close, nearest and dearest. The Hierophant coming through, King of Pentacles, these strong Taurian signatures. Well, what are the signatures? Sometimes it can be fixed in ideas. Maybe it's important that you do remain very principled and true to your values, even if you come off as slightly dogmatic or inflexible with others this month. Maybe it's important for you to just like figure out what it's all about, what those values mean and how they'll mesh with the people that you have in your life. Is there anything that Taurus is ready to maybe just surrender this month, or kind of focus less on, or release? So I just saw a bird and a squirrel kind of play fighting or fighting, who knows? So what does that tell me symbolically? That there may be like the values are transcend something more than just day to day. It could be like a serious incompatibility between, like, you almost feel like different species sometimes, right? The 5 of Wands, surrendering some of this petty drama and conflict that you really don't need anymore, especially if it's in the relationship. The Lovers and the Moon card, here we have that kind of unknown. It could be coming through then, this unknown energy in your romantic relationship. Surrendering, not everything needs to be hashed out all the time, and there needs to be a little space for peace in your relationships too. If you've been finding yourself just like engaging in anything that feels like noise, or like that seems like not useful information, there's a lot going on externally, you may find, and you have so many people here. So yeah, there could be a lot of like opposing situations or people or energies. You can tune some of it out, but I did see like a number 6 coming up, 6 people, and this is 5 people kind of like disagreeing, to say the least, or in contest with each other. So maybe there is some harmony that needs to be reached, 6 being more of a number of harmony between people versus the 5 of Wands and this 5 kind of conflict. So maybe you're an important role to play there, but as it's a surrender and letting go, if there's people that's noise is not yours, or it's above your pay grade, or you don't need to hear about it, then you don't have to listen.